Hey everyone, Kirk here with another Mage Tower challenge, this time the dreaded and much awaited by myself Holy Paladin challenge. I'm currently next to Molten Core, because you know this guy has a binding and tomorrow's reset day, so I forgot to shoot the intro, so to speak. But it's going to be a long video, and I have two timestamps for you. One is the big yap, where I try to strategize after the fact, because I don't really like putting audio over footage. I like to just keep it, you know, stream-like, as I've mentioned before. And then I have a TLDR mini-app. So hopefully those can provide some insight into what I went through and, you know, tips and tricks and all that. And then the video itself will provide the rest. I will be doing another, you know, class video with all three challenges, so that one will probably have said audio over it. But yeah, this was done raw. I was kind of happy, and all I can say is it's going to be a long one, so use timestamps. And if you're attempting this challenge, be very focused, be rested, well fed IRL, and you will have to, you know, keep that state of mind for at least 30 minutes, but it is quite doable. And here is why. So enjoy the video. Alright, best try today, 17%.
Your arrival is well timed.
I went to sleep a bit because I think one needs maximum focus, but I did find the strategy beforehand. You kind of have to sit inside the boss's fell stomp for a bit. The problem is it does 2.8k damage. That way you don't spread the fell stomp and you stay alive. So I probably did that too much, about 3 or 4 times, and you should be good. Anyway, we'll see. No, that's unfortunate. Really wish they would stop doing that. Switching targets. Makes it difficult to focus on what one needs to focus. That's why I'm not yapping too much.
We can expect more defenders within. With
Alright, as good as it's gonna get.
I would wager.
So basically cleanse the mana sting. Always. It can kill you in 1 or 2 shots depending on your HP. Interrupt the mages and kill them ASAP because they do more and more damage the more casts they do. And of course, soldiers do knife dance. Crowd control that any way you can.
The gate is closing. Look out.
Alright, 6 eyes, they explode for varying amounts of damage. From 8.7k to 11.3, so you need to have a lot of HP or a lot of mitigation. Start with a judgment. Pop bubble. And then kill them using whatever you have. Put an eternal flame on yourself just beforehand. Stay away from them. .8 on that one. Don't touch these. That's in a pretty inopportune spot. But it's fine. Consecration instantly kills the orbs. So keep it up. Especially when you're opening the door. They kind of come back to life, so, you know. Cleanse the spirit and heal all 3 of these. Don't use Divine Toll here. You'll reach the next room and you might need it. I like to stun. All right. Don't touch these guys. That can happen. Be at full HP when you open the door. Let this guy cast. Don't get close to him. Okay. Couldn't see anything there.
You made it. Praise Elune.
All right.
Doubt we had much.
Reload to get rid of the boss bars over here.
But I can
They should not be necessary anymore.
Prepare yourselves. Erdris has been bewitched by the Legion and sees only enemies. Hold a moment and catch your breath. Then we move.
Now you need to focus. You'll have to heal some adds. 8 total. Try not to miss one and then you won't have to fight any. Should be easy enough with the Herald of the Sun. And then the
cannot
pesky
allow
part
you to
starts.
menace the living any longer, Erdris.
I could have also changed my spec, to be honest, just a bit.
Siding with these demon worshippers.
But I won't now.
Demon
Don't want to change anything mid-run. Just be careful.
We are...
You'll have a dot that when it's put on you it'll explode, and if you're more than half HP it'll probably kill your party. Or it'll deal enough damage that this guy will finish them off. But first thing is first.
We protect those we love.
Come on. They'll start fighting soon and you have to heal the spirits.
Honor and courage.
Arise, soldiers! Embrace my gift and bring an end to the Legion. Your commander beckons.
Alright. That is 3 of them. I like to keep the instant casts for them, but should be fine. Alright. Heal your dum-dums a bit, because they're basically mind-controlled.
Power course.
Or maybe they're actual demons, I don't know.
Destroy these demons.
And now you'll only have to heal 2 of them, so you can pick the archer instead of the mage, it doesn't matter.
What is this sensation? A dark force reached
Okay.
my mind.
Enough of this. I will put an end to you myself.
Erdris! Your magic is weak. We will resist you.
I am unmoved by your battle, demon. Feel the wrath of a true commander's army.
Okay, not ideal. Okay. 6k should be good, 3k is even better. You want to go in? So the Fellstorm doesn't spread. But you also don't want to die.
What can I do for you?
My hands are shaking. That was it. Oh my god. So a good nap will help. Oh yeah, I didn't loot him last time as shaman.
Peace.
Yes, lingering essence.
Thank you, hero. We
Oh my god, now I can speak. So I had to jump through a bunch of hoops to get this, so thank god I'm recording. Okay, so it's not easy, it's just annoying because all of this took almost 14 minutes, so it's annoying to practice. So, let's talk about it. Phase 1. Now let's go with the gear first and then let's do the strategy. So I had to switch, I had 840 intellect, that is 2 glass cannon. You don't want that at all, so I switched to stamina gems, minus 30k I guess, and I was missing these. So be careful you're not missing your 3 big gems for whatever spec you are. These I thought were cool because they had 2 sockets, but they don't have any stamina, so it was detrimental for this challenge. The rest is pretty much usual stuff. I still couldn't find 2 socket boots. They do exist, they just didn't drop for me in like 2 months, so I gave up. And all the Paladin challenges are done. Okay, as you can see, the DPS doesn't exist, you don't need DPS, you just need to stay alive. And just the day before my nap, I found the proper strategy that I used without knowing with my shaman. So if you move around from all the fell stomps, you'll spread them all across the room and you'll die. Okay, so first things first, phase 1, you have to fight those mobs. You have the archers, the mages, and the soldiers. The archers do low to medium damage. You just have to dispel Mana Sting instantly. That's the main priority. It can kill you in 1 tick. Because I had 11.9k DPS before I switched, not DPS, health, before I switched gems. And now as you can see I have 13.4k. Which is much better for surviving nonsense. Like the explosion from the eyes, but we'll get to that. Alright, then you have the mages that cast the blast. You have to interrupt them as much as possible, and consecutive casts increase damage. So they need to kind of die, but you know. So you'll get the first pack with 1 mage and 1 archer, just focus the mage, cleanse the mana sting that the archer puts on someone, and stuff like that. The mana sting killed me in 1 hit before I got stamina gems, which hadn't happened before, but I guess it's possible. So try to put someone in between you and the arrow, one of the party members, because they can last like 3 ticks of it, but you need to cleanse it from them ASAP as well. Alright, then you have the risen soldiers. They do knife dance. You have to let them cast 1 tick of knife dance, because if you crowd control them before they actually get to cast the ability, they will pretty much do it, because they're channeling to start the ability. You crowd control them before they finish. They didn't actually activate the ability, so it's not on cooldown. It is what it is. But yeah, you have to let them get 1 tick. So then you reach the part with 2 soldiers and 1 mage. Kill the mage ASAP. I was using Turn Evil with 5 additional enemies. That way you can just use 1 button to get both soldiers to flee. But I don't know, sometimes it failed. I don't know what was happening. It was on cooldown, I didn't notice, or in the heat of the moment it's pretty bad to rely on 1 button. So this time I set it to be instant cast from the talent next to this, and then I used the Hammer of Justice. So whatever works for you. And remember, you can also use Repentance, but you can also use Blinding Light, because there's only 1 pack which is pesky, and it's those guys. So instead of jumping through all those hoops, I could have just used this one, but I like having Repentance because they remove the cooldown, so you can chain CC someone. But they do have diminishing returns, just like in PvP, so it gets tricky. Don't just overdo it. Just focus on killing 1 of them. And the last pack has an archer, a mage, and a soldier. Pretty much the same thing. Kill the mage, interrupt him. Then after 1 tick of knife dance, CC the soldier and dispel the archer. Okay, I'm still kind of shocked that I got it. I think this is the first try as well. I've just barely started recording, so don't do these challenges if you are tired. Alright, afterwards you have the room with the eyes. Well, you have a brief intermission where you can wait for cooldown, so you can use any single cooldown you want. And then you can wait. There's no timer until your dudes get captured. After you do enter the room, you might have seen those 6 eyes. They do a tick of 2.2k damage. If you're sitting in the middle, you will be in range of all of them. So that's why you kind of have to kill as many as possible with bubble on. Because otherwise you will die from that, and then you won't have any chance to kill any of them because they also explode. So you'll be taking the ticking damage and the explosion damage. Another reason why I switched to stamina, or maybe the main reason, was due to those guys. One of them exploded for 8.7k, which is just fine, and one of them killed me at 100% HP. 72 overkill. So I was shocked. I couldn't believe it, because for the other challenges, we've done like half of them, I've not had to actually get more stamina. But now I do have more stamina because it was just much easier to survive. Because it takes 14 minutes, and how many tries can you actually do per day without losing your sanity, you know? Because it's annoying to get here and then die to the boss or the debuff or whatnot. So if you die along the way, or one of your party members dies along the way, it's very frustrating. So more stamina really did its job versus more intellect. These guys were alive, I was alive, so I don't think the intellect matters too much at all. So yeah, just get stamina. The prices, so I paid 15 for a +6 stamina gem, and the +8 stamina gem is 8,000, because people are very smart and not greedy at all, I guess. Okay, after the room with the eyes, so just hit one with judgment, because they don't start ticking instantly. Then activate the bubble and use all your buttons. Use Judgment, use Holy Prism, use Avenging Crusader, and then Crusader Strike and Shield of the Righteous will pretty much one-shot them, I want to say. But be careful, because if you get close, the bubble might fall off. You might take 1 tick of damage, which is 2.2k, and then they might explode for more than whatever health you have left. So as you might have seen, I put an Eternal Flame on myself, just so maybe I could get topped off before or after the explosion, I should say, and keep your distance. Because you have Holy Shock, you have Judgment, and you have Divine Toll. And of course, if you keep failing, use Divine Protection as well. I just used it because I didn't want to do this challenge anymore. After that, you have... Well, let me actually save this and I'll keep recording afterwards. Okay, I want to stop the recording in case of any shenanigans, bugs, or video corruption, because I don't want to do this again today. I will have to do it again 2 more times, though. I want to do a Paladin only video, and then for the big video including all 36 challenges, because I don't just want to use old footage, copy-paste it together, and then be like, oh my god, guys, totally new video dropped. Anyway, where were we? Okay, so after the room with the eyes, you fight those bats and that one demon guy. That's totally trivial, just keep yourself healed, they don't do too much damage. And the bats die from Shield of the Righteous. So just do Shield of the Righteous on the demon and the bats will die, and Consecration as well. And then you have those orbs. Those orbs tend to die in 1 hit from Consecration as well, which is weird because they have 800 HP. But this does 768 over 12 seconds, so it shouldn't even tickle them. Instead, they die instantly. Either there's some scaling nonsense involved, or they have a hidden multiplier against holy damage, or something. I don't know. TLDR, put Consecration down, they will die. Touch them with Crusader Strike or Judgment, they will die. If they touch you, I think one did touch me this video, you can see that it left a dot. Does about 2/3 of your health, so, you know, just heal through it if you accidentally touch one. But it's better to just go and clear them. You can clear them by using Consecration like this, especially the large one, but I want to keep it for the door. Because the doors, you kind of have to channel a bit to open them for like 3-4 seconds, and those orbs move around. So if you do this while opening the door, it will just, you know, open the door in safety. So just go through that corridor. Oh yeah, and the archer and the spirits that you have to heal and cleanse one, that was pretty straightforward. I was saying that stuff when I did it. Then you get to the room with 3 eyes and the demon guy. While you can wait for bubble, because it should be off cooldown by the time you're done with the first room with the 6 demonic eyes, you can do it by just popping Divine Protection, Avenging Crusader, and then doing Judgment and Holy Shock. Try not to do Holy Prism, because you might kill 2 of them at once, and then you get 2 detonates and you're dead. And that is minus like 7 to 8 minutes, which is not fun. Just be careful, you have to practice a bit. The demon guy that we kind of ignored does some damage as well. So if he casts on you and you're not at full HP, and then you detonate a demonic eye, you might die. I mean, you will probably die. So I suggest feeding him, crowd controlling him, or just waiting until he's done casting. I don't know if he melees. And before you kill any eye, just pop an Eternal Flame on yourself. I did reach this phase with Lightsmith, not just Herald of the Sun, and I got to 19%, so basically bad boss execution. So Eternal Flame is not necessary, but Herald of the Sun does have a lot of secondary heal options, for example Veneration, which you might think is cool, but it sometimes heals you when you don't want to be healed, you know? We'll get to that when we talk about the boss. So, and when those eyes die, they summon those little rotating eyes that do beam damage. Those do about 1.5k damage. You can usually ignore it, but again, if it's paired with one of that guy's casts and a demonic eye detonation when it dies, you will die. If you don't have any defensives, and the only defensives you do have are Divine Shield and Divine Protection, unless I'm missing one. Crowd controlling the eyes doesn't work. Stunning them doesn't stop their taking damage, I think. It's very weird. Okay, so you're done with the eyes. You come here. As you saw, we could you have to heal those spirits. The priority is soldier, mage, and then archer. My personal recommendation, because let's say we missed a couple, they would have so we got 2 groups to full, then we missed like 2 mobs, and then we got another group because we didn't finish 8 total, and we healed that one. Well, what would happen is we would have to fight those hypothetical 2 mobs. So, you know, you don't want to fight that many. When I did as shaman, I got like 5 or 6 archers that made it through. It was crazy, but it was doable because they were archers, so I selected them correctly, I would say. If you get 6 soldiers with knife dance, yeah, it's probably going to be death, you know, or 6 mages that cast increasing damage, it's going to be a problem. But you can heal them all with Herald of the Sun and Paladin. Even with Lightsmith, it was a bit peskier, but it was doable. Just remember, Divine Toll also heals in Holy because it casts Holy Shock, which is either a damage or healing spell. Okay, that's a lot of yapping. But after all that, you reach the boss. The boss has 2 abilities. One is Ignite Soul. It puts a debuff on you, and then you explode for... Okay, and I'll just do this. Maybe some people will be like me and will be upset about it. There we go. I was, you know, focused on the yapping, but as a healer, it's my duty to top everyone off at all times. You know, gotta have full HP. Right, so Ignite Soul, it explodes, like, for example, this guy is 26k, so even if I explode with my full HP, it shouldn't bother him. But either due to the scaling or some hidden multiplier, he dies. So try to be at about 5-6k HP, that's the best. If you're lower, Fell Stomp damages you for 2.2k. Sometimes 2.3, oh, sometimes 3k, interesting. So the numbers are just all over the place. I knew it as 2.8k as well, so as you can see, yeah, even more than 2.8k. So TLDR, you should be able to eat about 2 ticks. So 5.6k to 6k is nice, and you have a lot of instant healing. It's just a problem when those 2 coincide, because you're waiting for the Ignite Soul, and then he does a Fell Stomp, so you're super low HP, you will die. Or if you panic heal to full, you'll be at full HP and these guys will die. So it's very pesky. That's why I found a new strategy before I went to sleep. I was like, dude, how can I stop him? Because the first few times I did it, I was running all around the room, and the Fell Stomp is actually too large. Even if you sit at the edge of a circle, he will still do more. So if you want to stay safe from that and run, so you don't die and keep these guys alive, he will fill the room, and then eventually there will be no spots left. In this one, I haven't checked the video yet, the recording, but I'm pretty sure we didn't even get half the room because of the strategy I found, which is go in. Just Eternal Flame yourself, instant heal yourself, and go in, because you need to do some DPS as well, or at the very least, he will do Fell Stomp inside the Fell Stomp. So you don't have the debuff that explodes. You know Fell Stomp is coming, you're at full HP, after the Ignite Soul you should heal yourself, and then go next to the boss. That way he'll do a Fell Stomp like 1 inch close to him, because if you go in melee, you know, the center of the Fell Stomp will be on you, but it'll be inside the old Fell Stomp. So basically it will just add a tiny little bit of a curve to the old Fell Stomp, and you'll still have a lot of space in case you need to run. I think I did run a lot from 1, because he was doing Fell Stomp and I was super low HP. So that's how you deal with Fell Stomp, you just go and touch the boss. Just be careful, don't die from that, because as you saw, 2.8k damage, so be prepared to heal yourself. But that's not the main part. The main part is the Ignite Soul. So I did mention you have to be at about 6k, my personal recommendation. Keep Divine Steed ready so you can skedaddle in case the buff expires, and then he stomps you, just run. You should have plenty of room if you follow this strategy. As I said, you can stay away and be cautious, but then you will have no more room, and these guys don't DPS that fast. So I recommend at least a few Fell Stomps, like 2 to 4, be inside him. Whatever you can manage with your cooldowns. And do not panic heal. Do not panic heal before the Ignite Soul ticks. Just don't, because you will be at full HP, these guys will die, minus 14 minutes of your life. So I think that's basically it. So the TLDR is Mana Sting, remove it, cleanse it, Mages interrupt and kill them. Soldiers wait for 1 tick of Knife Dance and then scare them off or stun them or repentance them, whatever. For the eyes, hit 1 eye, bubble, hit all your cooldowns, go close, be careful, you have to go close with Divine Toll. Kill at least 3 or 4, then hug a wall. Top yourself with Flame, Divine Protection, and then kill them slowly, 1 at a time. Then avoid the green orbs, kill them, or don't touch them. DPS the mobs, the archer and the demon with the bats. Heal those spirits on the staircase and dispel the one that fears, otherwise if you touch it, it has a little circle around it that will fear you as well. So start with that one, because it's at full HP, you just need to cleanse. In the other room with the demon and the eye, be careful that the demon doesn't do anything. Top yourself off and use Divine Protection, and just do 1 eye at a time, then move from the beams. And do the other eye, and then you'll have 1 more eye, and then Demon Boy. Alternately, you can wait a bit for your bubble, get all the eyes at once, or at least 2 of them, and be safe. If you're not, you know, scared about the time, but I think there's plenty of time. Then you can come back here, keep these guys healed because they're fighting each other. Heal the spirits. You need to heal 8 of them total. Soldier, mage, archer, that's the priority. And then the boss, we kind of spoke at length. Stay at about 6k HP. Unless you're going inside the Fell Stomp, then be full. And do not heal yourself to full before the Ignite Soul, just don't panic. Try to be at 6k, and you have to keep these at full health, by the way. Even at 6k, because one of my previous attempts before my nap got this guy to die. It was going well at 17%, and then 1 explosion with too much HP, and then this guy got meleeed by the boss. So, yeah. So anyway, that was it for the Mage Tower challenge. This is the armor reward, of course, which you might know from the other challenges. In order of difficulty, it's Retri to Prot to Holy. Holy is very annoying. A lot of yapping was had. And well, this is the Mage Tower progress. We've done quite a few classes, and I'm really happy we got one of the healer things down, because it makes it much easier for the other healers, you know? And yeah. Armor set looks nice. It's very heartwarming for oneself to finish this after all these trials and tribulations. I probably, you know, dramatize it too much in my mind, and it's not that hard, but yeah, I was struggling because, you know, no stamina gems. So I was getting one-shot by a lot of stuff in very inopportune moments, and it was insane. But yeah, healer challenge, you need stamina gems, who knew? Anyway, that's it. That's almost 30 minutes of yapping. That was not my intention, but I do want people to not struggle with this challenge, so I thought it best to yap. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next video. Bye bye.